Hello all my wonderful book friends, and welcome to my first video on YouTube. My name is Kira, and today I want to talk about my winter cozy TBR. So this year I've been a really huge seasonal reader, and I found that it's helped me read so many more books each month. So I've decided to make a winter TBR for the next 3 or 4 months. I will be doing monthly TBRs, but they're always hopefuls, and sometimes I pivot because I'm a pretty big mood reader. This video I'm going to be doing my cozy Christmas recs and my cozy kind of winter-ish recs. I also read a lot of thrillers and kind of mild to medium horror books, and so I'm going to have a separate video that has all of my kind of spookier, scarier winter books. So if you like those kind of books, look out for my video later this week. So starting off, I'm going to go with my Christmas books. So if you're not into Christmas books, kind of skip. I should try to put chapters if I figure it out. And I should say that a lot of these books are going to be on my December TBR. I don't know if I'm going to be doing a separate December TBR, but we'll see. And the first book I want to talk about is actually a middle grade book, and it's by Matt Haig, who also wrote The Midnight Library. This is Father Christmas and Me, and I heard it was wonderful. I love cozy fantasies, cozy mysteries, thrillers, horrors, but middle grade has been something that I've gotten into recently, and they're just perfect. They're very atmospheric, and I'm very much looking forward to this. I think it's going to be perfect and put me in such a happy Christmas mood, so I might start off the month with this. And the next books I have are my stack of rom-coms. I don't usually read a lot of spicy books, but I do like rom-coms. They put me in a great mood and are always like just a pick-me-up. So the first one I want to talk about, it's kind of hard to see, it's a smaller paperback, but it's Christmas on Mistletoe Lane by Annie Raines. I actually saw this at Walmart, and I thought it was really cute. It's about a B&B. It's one of the reasons I like cozy mysteries so much. The towns and the settings are always just really cozy and comforting. And the next one is The Christmas Tree Farm by Laurie Gilmore. This is one of 4, and I think this one's spicier than some of the other ones. I don't typically read a lot of spice anymore, but I am thinking this one's gonna be really cute, and I just like Christmas Tree Farms. I think they're just fun. And next I have 3 from kind of like the queen of Christmas rom-coms, I think, and it's Jenny Bayliss. So I have Meet Me Under the Mistletoe, A December to Remember, and The 12 Dates of Christmas. And I actually haven't read any of these. I think last year when I was doing Christmas books, I was reading mostly middle grade, and it was great and it was perfect. We had a lot of snow, perfect settings. So I want to see these because a lot of people say that she's great and they love these books. I'm also about 22 books behind on my reading goal. I was trying to read 100 books this year, and I got behind. I stopped reading for like 3 months. I was in a major slump. So I am trying to read kind of shorter, easier books, and rom-coms are just easier for me to get through than like a fantasy book or even a horror book sometimes. They're just kind of faster paced. And the next book is actually also a shorter book, which is Talk Santa to Me by Linda Urban. I have heard really fun things about this, and the main character is named Frankincense, which is just perfect for the season. I really like it when authors do a kind of like a play on words like that. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I think it's really cute. So I heard the main character is just really fun, the main girl character. So I'm looking forward to that one especially. It's one of like my priority ones. I don't know if I'll get to all of these. I'm hoping so, but I also have a lot of thrillers and stuff that I want to read, so we'll see. And the next one is Once Upon a December by Amy Reichert. This one also has a play on names. It's Astra Noel Snow, and the main character, there's some actually like fantasy elements to this one. I tend to prefer my romances with like a little romantasy. Just think it's a little bit more interesting. So a lot of these books are not that this year. So I'm excited to have kind of like more of a fantastical one in the mix-up. And the last one is Lovelight Farms by B.K. Borison. I've heard this one was really great. I saw it at Target and I decided to buy it kind of on a whim. But I've heard there's a lot of funny moments in this one, and I like kind of lighthearted books, and then one of them are my thrillers or one of my other kind of wintry ones that are not as like funny. In between, it just kind of breaks up the monotony and keeps me going. It's one of my strategies to not go into a book slump. Okay, I lied. That was not my last one. I also have Christmas at Comfort Food Cafe by Debbie Johnson, and I just thought this cover was great. And so I'm in a lot of Facebook groups, and I saw a big old list of Christmas reads, and I went through all of them because not all of them are my cup of tea, but this one just seemed really cute. And it's also short, so it should help my reading goal. I'm definitely going to be reading this one. And I love a good cafe or Christmas shop or like little farm stand things. They're just wonderful, and they make me really happy to read about. So this one is going to be one of my first reads of the month, I am pretty sure. And the actual last one I have is How My Neighbor Stole Christmas by Megan Quinn. So I've seen this, a lot of people got this. I kind of got roped into the hype a little bit about that. I tend not to read very hyped books until like much later, but this one seemed really cute. I love the whole play on the Grinch and like the Martha May Huvier, and one that's just like really into Christmas. So I think this is going to be wonderful. It is a chunky book though, so kind of derails my like short book things, but I hope that this is like one of the ones that are faster paced and I can kind of just get through this and have a really good time with it. So my next category is actually cozy mysteries. I really love cozy mysteries, but I've really only gotten into them in the last few months, and I've kind of amassed a bit of a collection of them. One of my favorites is Julianne Lindsay Cider Shop Mysteries. So if you want like a fall/Christmas, I highly recommend them. I've already read them though, so I'm trying to find her Christmas series, 12 Sleighs of Christmas by Jacqueline Frost, but it's kind of hard to track down. If I get that book though, this month I will be reading it. In the meantime though, I have two authors that I have already read, or three authors that I have already read before, and I really enjoy them. They're very cute writing. And the first one is Murder at the Christmas Cookie Bake Off. It's a Beacon Bake Shop mystery. There are other books in the series and you can read this one. They tend not to give away too much from the other books, but I have read some of the other books and I'm excited to read this one for Christmas. It's more just character development over the books, so if you go back and read it, the character's a little different, but it's still fun. And the next one is actually Leslie Meyer. It's a Christmas cookie murder. There's a lot of Christmas cookie stuff. There's always a play on those, and a lot of these books have recipes in them. I have baked some of the recipes from these books, so I am very excited to do some of them this time, and I try to make videos for them. I just think it's fun and I get a treat at the end, so worth it. And the next one is Bells, Spells, and Murders, a Witch City Mystery by Carol J. Perry. I have been inhaling this series. The first one is Caught Dead-Handed. I read it back in October and I've read like 5 of her books really quickly. They're not hard to read, but I absolutely love the main character, Lee, and her Aunt Ibby. Aunt Ibby, I just want to give a hug. She's so great. This is just a really great series if you want like a pick-me-up, and all of these cozy mysteries, they don't really go into like crazy gory details, so if you don't like that, these are a great way to kind of get into like a little bit of crime. It's mostly atmospheric and people though. That's what I found from all of them. Maybe some of them are different, but I love them. And the last book in this category is The Christmas Guest by Peter Swanson. There are a number of people I watch and they really liked this book, so I am interested to see. I really don't know much about it. I got it last year and I just didn't get to it, so I really want to get to it this year. And it's also really little, so it shouldn't take me very long. And on to my last category, which is kind of my winter cozy. They're not Christmas books. I know not everyone likes Christmas books, so I kind of have a selection of ones that don't have that theme. Especially since this TBR goes into like January and February for me. I'm sure I'll want some cozy books in between some of my like fantasy or some of my like winter thrillers to just kind of keep me going. So the first book in this category is Spells for Lost Things by Jenna Evans Welch. It's about a young girl that goes to Salem, Massachusetts with an estranged mother and finds out that an aunt has died, and she starts investigating her past. And the other character, Mason, is in a foster family and he's trying to get back to his family or his mom, and he meets this young girl and they kind of start investigating, and it's just supposed to be really cute and heartwarming, a little bit of a tearjerker, so maybe wait until like January or February. But I think this is going to be really a wonderful book, and it's supposed to be perfect for winter. So, and the next book is Spinning Silver by Naomi Novak. This is about a young girl who goes on a quest with some of her allies. She gets challenged by a mysterious leader. I don't know too much about it, but I've heard it's perfect for winter. And the main character is really wonderful to watch and see her development, and the quest is interesting. I love a good quest story, so this one definitely is interesting to me. This is the same author as Uprooted, which I actually haven't read, but this one everyone gives kind of really high ratings to on all of my groups, so very interested to see. And the next book I had is Lost in the Neverwoods by Aidan Thomas. This is actually somewhat of a Peter Pan retelling, I'm told. It follows our main character Wendy, whose younger brother went missing, and she kind of trips over this boy Peter in the woods one day, and other kids had gone missing. There's like a mysterious tree. I don't know too much about it. I have tried to kind of avoid spoilers, but I don't typically associate Peter Pan with winter, so I don't know if someone's read it, let me know, but I had it suggested in my group as a great winter book, so we will see. And the next one is The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches by Sangu Mandana. This one is typically on a lot of people's fall lists, but I'm told that it takes place mostly in winter, and it follows our main character who goes to teach some younger witches at this house. And it's a lot about her becoming friends with people and learning more about herself, and I think this is going to be a really fun read, like January, February for me, in between all of my like kind of crazier reads. And the same goes for Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies by Heather Fawcett. And this one actually takes place in winter. This one came out a while ago and I heard tons of things about it right then, but I don't tend to read books that just came out and they kind of get hyped up. For some reason I always have like a mental block with that. So I'm excited to dive into this one in the next few months. It's been on my shelves for a little bit, so I kind of want to read it and get it off my physical TBR. And I actually really love like lore from like Celtic lore, fairy lore. I find it interesting, so I'm interested to see how they do it because she's like a researcher, researching all of them and categorizing them, so it kind of speaks to my nerdier side. Next one is Joanne Fluke's Chocolate Chip Cookie Murder. Again, another one. This one is not exactly Christmas, so I didn't include it in my other kind of cozy mysteries, but I love a cozy mystery. This is a chunky one though, so I've never seen a cozy mystery that's this chunky, but I've heard great things about this author, and she always has like a play on food. I think she has one about strawberry shortcake murder or something. So I'm really hoping that I like her writing style because she has a lot of books that I could dive into if she turns out to be something that I really enjoy. And the next one I have is For the Love of Hot Cocoa by Stephanie K. Clemens. I also heard about it from one of my cozier people that I watch on TikTok actually, and this one is about our main character who works in a bakery, and she's been contracted to provide like hot cocoa to this ice festival that they have. There's a prince involved. I have also tried not to spoil this one, but they said it was really cute and the romance was fun to read about, and there was a little bit of tension and high stakes, but not too much, so I want a lower stakes book in between all my other stuff, so we'll see how this one goes. And the next book I have is Snowed In by Erin Branscombe. So she has a Freedom Valley series, and I've seen a lot of really cute things, and the author really interacts with people on some of the book groups that I'm in, which I always love. And this one people said was great. This main character, her family had owned a pizzeria, but the male character, his name is Bo, buys it with his brother, but he doesn't know how to cook pizza. So she's coming back to try and save the pizzeria and help him out, and there's a little bit of a love story along the way. I hope that I really like the way she writes as well, because she has a number of series that I could dive into, which would be really wonderful. And the last book in my cozy books is Green Glass House by Kate Milford. So this is actually another middle grade, and this is suggested also by Meg's Tea Room. I really love her recommendations. Everyone has been a hit for me. And this book is about our main character Milo, who lives at this inn with his family, and one evening in winter all of these guests start showing up, and there's like mysteries surrounding them, and he gets together with his friend the cook's daughter to try and figure out what's going on, how are they all connected to the house. and I've just been told it's very heartwarming, and I love a mystery too, especially middle grade mysteries. They're always very cute and exciting to me, and they're very good at actually keeping like the atmosphere and tension up, which is surprising. I really think people are kind of sleeping on reading middle grade. I really enjoy the genre. So those are all my anticipated cozy reads. I should be reading them over the next 3 or 4 months. A lot of my Christmas books this month. We'll see how many of them I get through. As I said earlier, my next video will also be my thriller, horror, winter reads. So if you like those genres, I would absolutely love to have you. And if you liked what you saw today, I would absolutely love a like and comment, share, subscribe, do all the things. I'm a new channel and I intend to be posting a couple of times a week, maybe more, kind of just depending on how life goes. I'm a toddler mom, so it's a little crazy sometimes, but I would absolutely love new book friends, and I hope that I will see you soon.